Hey guys, today is February the 21st of 2014. I want to go over the euro and just give you my thoughts and my opinions, but know that this is an educational video only, so please consult a professional financial advisor. Sorry I haven't done any videos. I've been busy doing some stuff and trading, and I haven't had a chance to post anything, but I figure I'd do a little weekend wrap-up. So let's see, let's get into the charts. As you can see, Asia closed kind of mixed, more positive to the negative. Shanghai was negative. Euro closed very positive, very impressed. And we kind of was mixed more to the downside, kind of popped and then kind of came down. And Mexico and Brazil, pretty positive. If we look at our calendar for the 23rd, there's nothing really going on. If we go to the Monday at 3 a.m., there should be something to move the euro, which is the info business climate, CPI and core CPI and all this, but mostly from 3 on things start shaking. If we look at the commitment of trader report, I'll start with the sentiment. It looks like it's starting to go up. So what that means to me is, and this is just my opinion on what I see, is when this stuff starts going up, it looks like the euro wants to go down. And that's because just when it goes down, it goes up. You know the drill. And when it goes up, it goes down. And that's what I've noticed, unless it changes. If you look at the index, you see the large speculators in retail, which is you and me. We are buying it. We're buying the euro, and commercials are selling it, which is the blue one. And this is as the report of the 18th. The sentiment is as of the 20th of Thursday. It looks like it just wants to go higher, which is an inverse of what the euro could possibly be going lower. If we look at net positions, you see that they have been selling the euro, and large speculators and more large speculators have been more buying. And retail are kind of like flat, but with a slight bias to the upside. So retail, large speculators buying, and commercials are selling the euro. Take it for what it is. They'll help you in your analysis or not, but it's always good to see where the money's piling in. Doesn't mean that necessarily this is reflecting what's really going on, but just kind of gives you a heads up for whatever it's worth. Performance-wise, let's see what's going on. As you can see, the euro closed 37.37 today. And gold was the strongest, and oil was the worst. If we go to our performance, you see that the gold was strong, and the euro was up 0.14%. For the week, you see that's 0.33% up. Swiss is climbing up the ladder, and pound is losing its momo. That's something to watch. The worst is CAD. If we look at the month, you see that the euro is up 1.31%. And Swissy is the strongest, and the pound is losing its momo on a shorter time frame. Same thing here. Euro's 1.90% on the quarter, and half a year, Euro's up 2.87%, which is pretty good. And the pound is still strong, but you know the Swiss is catching up. If we look at the year, you can see the Euro's up 4.16%. And the pound is the strongest, and Swiss is catching up. But year to date, it's negative 0.37%. And CAD is the worst, with the yen being the most strongest year to date. Alright, so let's get into our February dates to watch. The ones I have in my eyesight coming up would be the 23rd. I'm not leaning too much on the 23rd, but just showing you that there's a cluster with the geometry and the Gann of the 23rd. But the one I'm really leaning on is more the 26th. We're done with ergonometry. Over here, the 13 was a pretty good one. 14 was kind of a dud. The 19th was pretty good, gave us a high. And then this was kind of more flat. Nothing really happened there. The 13 right here with the ergonometry gave it a good cluster to go long. And I think that's it here. So the 23rd and the 26th are the dates you want to keep an eye on. 23rd is a Monday, actually the Sunday, and then the 26th is this Wednesday coming up. Let's look at our Gann, square of 9, the 100, and all that stuff. And just want to show you what I see. Using the 11th, November 7th pivot low of 32.95, you can see that the 219 was a resistance, which was the other day. That confirmed the urbaноmetry date right there. If we look at the square of 9 in time, you see that the first vibration level created a high right here. 27th, the 14th, and now the 19th. When I mean vibration level, I mean that these are levels of vibration. And when they vibrate and they're strong, is because price are respecting it in regards to dates, that it does highs and lows. If we go to the, and you can see that I picked the 27th spike, which is the 38.92, because you got a spike on the 27th, and then you got a high on the 30th where it brought the slam dunk to the downside. So you don't know which one's going to work, so you might as well use both. But technically the high was on the 27th, which I think it was just like a spike high or a fat finger or a squeeze play. But either or, you want to use both dates because you just never know which one's going to vibrate and which one's going to work or not. On the 30th, you see that it was a 38.18 high, and you see that it made a high on the 14th. So the 19th vibration of the 7th vibration level kicked in and put a high there. And now we're 21st. It's kind of chopped. It could have put a a low, whatever. But let's see, the 26th will be right here. The 23rd will be right here. So we'll see what's going to happen. If we move on to the square of 100, I got the 2041 low, which is the low of 2012. That was the July 24th. And you see 37.72. That was the 219 high, which is a resistance right there. This is the square of 100. So you can see there's a lot of highs and lows. Kind of map them out from the 2041 low. This is from where the change of trend came in and we started going bullish on the euro. Square of 100 using the 38.92 high, spike high of December 27th. You see that 37.72 was resistance right there on the 219. Using a square of 4, using the 38.31, which was, I believe, of an October high. Let's see. That was the October 25th high. Yep. 38.31. You can see that 37.72 was resistance. If we take the high 38.92, you can see that 37.72 was on the grid, which could possibly be resistance. And just for goof, if you want to use the December 30th spike or high, you see that 37.72 was on the grid also. So sometimes numbers all relate. That's why I like studying Gann, because Gann had a mind to this kind of stuff, and he just saw the correlation between numbers and price and time. So it's just interesting using a pivot date or price on the square of 4. You saw angles where that 37.72 is a guaranteed resistance level. Let's go back and leave that there. I think that's it for this what I wanted to show you. I got more stuff I want to show you. Let's go into the price. Let's hide this right here for now. Let's hide this right here. Let's hide all this price retracement. Let's start with our Gann. See what Gann is telling us, our swing bar chart. As of right now, it's still telling us to stay long. We've been 19 days in this move, and we'll see what's going to happen. Um, seasonal dates. Seasonal dates, the 14th became a dud. There was a cluster of two, and I was hoping that the 13th was going to bring that pop, and then on the 14th, it was just going to go slam dunk. It didn't happen. So you can see that sometimes seasonal dates or any other dates could become duds. We're trying to trade possibilities and trying to have an edge against the algo robots and sharks that are out there trading. Next date was the 18th, which was here, but it kind of looked like it was really the 19th, with matched up with the ergonometry. And sometimes these things carry over, but I could have put 18th, 19th here, but the date on seasonal dates, they're specific on ergonometry and on actually more ergonometry could be either or. It could be the 19th, 20th, 18th, 19th. It's one of those things, but on geometry is more specific unless you have like a pivot like this. That's why you see double dates, but normally they're normally one dates. So just FYI, if you just if you ever question or thought why he puts two dates or whatever. All right, so this kind of worked out. I think it was kind of cool, that 19th high with the 37 72 high, just kind of catching you up on what's going on. And then we slam right back down, and then but before I even show you why we slammed down and why we found a low there, the next day you want to keep an eye is in the 26th, because the 26th I have a seasonal date, which is next Wednesday, and I got a geometry date, and I got a pivot high Gann emblem date. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 vibration dates happening on the 26th. So if there's any other day you want to lean on and maybe keep an eye on EURUSD, it's probably going to be Wednesday. And just to see what's going on Wednesday, let's see if there's something going on the calendar, which I don't normally do, but just for goofs. Wednesday, the German 30 bond, new home sales. Could this be the catalyst that's going to change this thing? I don't know. I just know geometry and esoteric way of measuring this thing. That's the date that looks like it's going to be rock and roll. Anything here could make it move. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the only thing I could see that could bring, you know, this thing to shake and rattle and roll on the 26th. So back to the charts. Price retracement. If you take pivot high here, nothing really there. 36.98, it cracked through it. But if you take that low right here and put that spike high, 38.92, 50%, 36.84, boom. Price hit it right there and bounced like a rocket. You have the other swing from this swing low to the swing high. You got 25%, which is at 37.43, and it's a battle right there. You're at Andrew's pitchfork from right here, and this is, mind you, on the weekly. So this is a strong angle. It's all clustered here, but I just want to show you. It's from here, July 24th. Low, I think is what, the February 2nd high, and this low right here is giving you that. Now if we start going in to dissect this move and get a little closer, you see that, you know, it's been having a tough time right there. What was the high today? What, 30, 37, 52, 53, around there, 54. It's having a tough time at that angle. We had our other Andrew's pitchfork. It's finding a base right here, so it's between two wedges. There's anything else I want to show you? No, I think that's it. There's another one I have coming across, but it hasn't gone that far up there. to even consider it on the analysis. So let's take all this stuff out and let's do some possible forecasting or what this euro could possibly do. And mind you, this is ATRs. These are stop trails and all that. Put a high here, so just to see. So disregard that. If we at our swing short, you know, if this thing is gonna go down, which I don't think is probably gonna go up if anything, but you just never know. If it's gonna go down from here, your target will probably be that 33.56, which is the 100% move from the A, B, C. And this is very early in the game, so I'm not even sure this is just gonna happen, but I just figure I just let you know now, just in case it does. Now, if we're gonna go higher, swing long, you know, we already hit our target. Or, yeah, we did it. We hit it on the 19th. Let me show you. And it's just in this chart, in this move right here. You got your A, B, C. Your target was 37.67. So you met your target, met your objective, especially when it came down here and it took that high. That was your target. And now we're in between this level right here. I think that's it for this chart where I wanted to show you. And we could now go into I use timing solutions here and there to like help me in my analysis on what's going on with the euro. And you can see that we're somewhere around here. And let me show you some things. If we use a saw harmonic, let me make sure it's on a snap grid. Let me close this a little more. Actually, this is not what I wanted to do over here. It's more over here. No, it's not this one either. Actually, I think I'm doing it wrong. It's oh, here it is. I just was measuring it from a wrong. I mean, if you do the first impulse wave, let's close it. You see that kind of put a high here, did a spike low here, went up, did a spike high, came down, put a pivot low here, and now it's kind of forecasting something for the March 18th. But I don't want to show you that. I mean, you could do that. I wanted to show you from the low. From the low, you see the sell-off, put a spike low here, put a spike high, and now the spike low is what? The 26. So that's kind of confirming to me that something possibly could happen on the 26th. Just a possibility. And if you do that, the triangles just become bigger. And if you do it from the first impulse, you see how it all played out. You got that nice pivot low here, and then you got the 18th coming up. I just wanted to show you that. If you do the harmonic wave, it's the same thing. This is just more in waves. Same thing, just a wave. You take it lower here. You got, the hot going up, and then you kind of follow it going down. but it went up here, and the bottom of that bell is somewhere around, you know, I guess the first week of March. If you use this the 128, let's see if I got it right, and measure this here. You see some of the moves. Really nothing happened there, but or some things did happen. What I want to show you is this one. If you take this low to this low and spike it on the high, you got the 26, which is the middle. So right here, you just had the turn, came down. So this could be going up, and possibly here could bring the turn down. So that's another possibility right there on that. I think that's it for this chart that I wanted to show you. The Fourier string, I don't know if you guys ever used this. You took it from the pivot high, like that, and you see that it makes a low here, and then on the 26 it does a spike low here. So it could be either a low or it could be a high. It could be all inverse. And then you got on the first week of March, the 4th, and then it goes all the way, and it goes all the way down. So you'll see. Let's go into seasonal and see what the euro's doing here. And these are all from like to this year, which is this dot, all the way to like 2009 being this one. It looks like it wants to go higher, but the 26, what happens at 26? There's a spike low here. There's a low. It's like the 24th. It looks like it goes lower here in 2009. This blue line is 2013. It started going. So I'm not saying this is going to be exactly. This red line is like an average of what the euro could possibly do. And on the 26 is kind of flat line. The red one is kind of flat line. The blue one is the 2010. And you can see the 23rd or the 24th, which is what, a Monday. The 26 didn't really do much. I don't see anything with a big move on the 26. This one, the 2009, was pretty strong. It went down and then put a low on the 5th of March. And this one, the 27th, it went down and put a low on the 6th. Actually put a really low more on the 27th of March. And then from here, from the 5th, it shot up all the way up here. So I'm trying to see if I see any patterns that could relate to this 26. And this one put a high, and then put a high in the 28th, and then kind of sold down. That orange one is the 2012, and put a low on the 17th. And the red one was 2011. This thing just kept going up all the way to like 48.14. The red one is what? 2011, yeah. 2011. So that's that. Take it what it's worth. The blue line is 2010, and then the 26 kind of chop, went higher, and nothing really there. Let's look at our grid, the 5411 high grid, and see what we got going on. I know euro is definitely above the 1x1. And it's been chopping around here. So it's positive. You just got to keep in mind that you got these angles, Andrew's pitchfork, especially that red one, and is trying to fight that right there. So that's where we're at here. If we look at a bigger grid, or the monthly grid, where's that monthly grid? My monthly grid right here. you see that we're coming approach this angle again that we've been failing every time. Right there, right there, right there. We never got it there. And that was going to be 38.15. 15-ish, 38.10, 38.15. Right there. We'll see if we're going to revisit that angle again. There's anything else I need to show you? Linear regression. This is the weekly. We got a PPS buy signal. We're right in the medium. It looks like everything's going up. Is this a euro? Yep. If we go to our daily, we're at the medium right here. So it's interesting. You made a high here, and you're kissing the medium, which is at 37.59, and that's why you're having a tough time getting up there. And then if you get all the way up here, you're going to be very overextended at 37.97. So this is the problem you have in here, but it's still strong, it's still bullish. So we'll see. Monthly, you're still at the medium line here. What is it? 36.73. It's right there. You got the 12-hour, and you got the medium line there. So you're having a tough dime right here at the 37.73, which was a 37. What was that high? 37.72. So look, that was a medium line right there on the 12-hour. I could have told you we were going to have a tough time there. You look at the 1 hour, and we just kind of there. So I think that's it. Let's look at the big picture, which kind of tells you everything that's going on. Where is my big picture? There it is. And the big picture consists of a monthly, weekly, daily, and a 12-hour. And you can see that on the 12-hour, we're in the mobile band, which is here, so it's all chop. But we're out of the mobile band on the daily. So for scalping, it's pretty good here, this range. For trending, it looks like it wants to go higher. You're above all the moving averages. You got this percent level right here, which is that 37.53 around there, that it's kind of becoming like resistance. You got a new moon coming up on the 27th, 28th. So interesting. The date I have is the 26th, then the new moon 27th. So things could be cooking here with the moon, especially the new moon. There's some weakness setting in. You got a SOAP sell signal. You got the 9th D-mark candle right here. So I'm sure there's a sell signal right here, which told you on the 9th candle, which is the 18th, and then the 19th made a high and then came down. So we'll see. Weekly, very strong. PPS buy signal. Looks like it wants to go higher. Squeeze play since January the 20th, and you start to get blue signal here. It's getting stronger, so it looks like it wants to go to the upside. Just telling you what I see. And then the same thing here. Looks like it wants to go to the upside. Got strength here. Got weak here on January. Then on February, just got some more Momo building up, pushing higher. So we'll see. But this is strong bullish. This is very strong and bullish above the mobile band. This one is a little, MACD is pushing higher, but this hasn't changed yet. But this is probably about to change. Fisher buy signal, so it looks like everything wants to go to the upside. Here's just showing you congestion. Undecisiveness, back and forth. But what concerns me is the SOAP signal. The cycle to the upside could be exhausted if no more bulls show up. Looks like it probably wants to turn. Maybe it could turn and maybe push higher again, and maybe it could hit the 26th, 27th new moon, and then maybe go down. Or maybe it could go down and then get re-energized on the 26th, 27th, 28th, and then shoot up, but we'll see. And on the 12-hour, just just sideways action, choppiness right here in this range. So I hope this helps. Wow, it's one of my longest videos, 30 minutes. That's pretty much wrapping it up in a nutshell. Just keep in mind, 23rd day coming up, but the 26th is definitely in the key, especially after looking at the heavens, what's really going to happen out there. Should be interesting. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday or Monday. Peace.